Hello, this is Super Comic Girl. I'm back with another video. So I do videos several times a week, sometimes several times a day. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Season 1, Episode 11 of The Sandman. This is the +1, and this is 1001 Cat Dreams slash Calliope, or how you pronounce it. I have a hard time pronouncing her name. So the first one was basically what do cats dream about when they go to sleep? And in this particular issue or particular episode, which is actually based on one of Neil Gaiman's comics called Night of 1,000 Cat Dreams. Anyways, so this Siamese blue-pointed cat gets out, and she chooses this average cat to be her mate, and she gives birth to a litter of pretty cute, very cute kitties. And unfortunately, what happens for her is she loses her litter because of the fact that they're not purebred, that they are actual half-breeds. And so she goes to the King of Dreams, Morpheus, to find out the answers. So Morpheus gives her an alternate world in which cats are the dominant species. They're big, and humans are little tiny little creatures that cats eat. And it's a pretty messed up alternate world. And she actually believes that what she is seeing actually did in fact happen. So she's basically telling all these cats about what she has seen. It's a very unusual story, but Neil Gaiman actually lended a voice to, I believe it was the buzzard, or it might be the vulture, one or two. But you actually hear his voice, in that particular episode. In the second one about Calliope, now Calliope, I always have a hard time pronouncing these names. She is actually one of the Greek muses, and she is a slave to this guy, and you'll recognize him. He played in Catfile. He was the detective monk, he's always a great actor and stuff. And so he hands her over to a writer, and there was a lot of parts of it that I actually did in fact skip, because I'm not really a fan of watching women be raped and stuff. But he rapes her, and every time that he does it, he gets ideas for his books. Well, in her desperation, she calls upon Morpheus, who she at one time been married to. And Morpheus goes and answers, and basically floods him with so many ideas that he literally hurts himself to try to put it down. And of course, he gets released from his torment, and he can't remember anything that he wrote down, and he can't remember Calliope. The Akatis show up in this episode, basically trying to get through her thick skull that she's going to have to do something. At the time, Morpheus was still imprisoned in the fishbowl, but when she finally calls upon him, he arrives, and at some point they do decide, we're going to have to come together at some point, and we're going to have to mourn the loss of Orpheus. And we all know Orpheus from Greek mythology. So in the realm of Neil Gaiman, Orpheus is the son of Calliope and Dream. He's one of the child of the Endless. So overall, not as engaging, and just like set in one position for for 45, 50 minutes as the other stories were. But it was nice to see other retellings or other episodes that were based on the comics. Calliope is a really beautiful woman, and I loved her in her Greek dress. It was really beautiful. It kind of gives you an indication that, you know, she has it held up by pins, which I thought was really beautiful. And her hair was all done up because now she's free to return back to her sisters and, of course, to Zeus and to all those other deities. I had forgotten to mention in the previous review that we do have Lucifer. She's basically she's kind of like, I need to act and all that type of stuff, and she's determined to make God very angry. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a season 2 news soon. I really would like to see season 2 of The Sandman. The Sandman, I think, by far is one of the best Netflix shows that they have. And I just really enjoyed watching it and watching his journey and what he went through and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to give this episode 5 stars because Morpheus was in it. And also because it was just visually amazing, and I enjoyed the visuals. The story was a little bit like boring and not really captivating, but it was good in its own right. So I will see you guys around, and if you like this video as much as I enjoyed making them, you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, nerds, read on. Bye.